let's make an AI robot human together. Now, there are certain rules that we have to follow in order to do this. We want to duplicate what it's like to be a human being. The entire reason we're doing this is so you get a better understanding of why human beings, i.e. you, work the way you do. So let's start. Now, if I was going to make an AI robot human that has free will and can decide to do whatever they want themselves, I would need to follow a certain set of rules. So we would need to program, or better yet, write the code that allows this AI robot to work like a human. We have to understand why humans do what they do. The interaction that the robot will need to have with reality, with the world, with the experience that they're calling life, requires a set of things to happen before deciding what to do next. You decided to click on this video. You decided to go and eat today. Everything that you're doing, you're deciding, you're choosing to do, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. All humans do things. So in order to get this AI robot to do things, what are those set of rules that we need to create, or better yet, code to allow the AI to do that themselves? Now, anything that a human being would do, or any decision that they would make, is always based on how they feel. If something makes you feel good, you want to do that thing more. If something makes you feel bad, you don't want to do that thing. Every single decision that you have made is because of the way it makes you feel. So in order to create an AI robot that will do things, we have to learn and figure out how to make that robot feel. And again, we want this AI robot to be free, have the freedom to make their own decisions, free will. So the way that we would get them to feel something is by programming in that once they gather all data of an experience, whatever that experience is. Let's say that someone is looking at the robot and points at them and says, "You've got a funny looking face." Now in that moment, there is data. There is the voice of the other person, which is sound. So the AI robot will take that data in, process what that means. The AI robot might also look and see the person pointing. All senses that we have, that obviously the AI would have because it's a duplicate of a human being, would be ways that they interact with the 3D reality. So in the 3D reality, there is a person pointing and saying something about the AI's face. Now, once the AI has collected this data, someone is pointing at me, looking a certain way, and saying this about my face. In the code that we would write to make this AI robot functional, at that stage, once the data has been collected, we would need to run a function. That function is what determines how the robot would feel. In that moment, I've got all of this information. So what do we need that function to be? The function must be the ability to give meaning to the data that is collected. And because we're doing this with giving the AI free will, we have to give the ability to the AI to give meaning to this situation. If the meaning that is given that this is playful, the AI might even find it a little bit funny. If the meaning is that this is hostile, the AI might be defensive or might even feel shame. So before feeling anything, you have to gather the data of reality, your experience, and then give it a meaning. This is why you feel everything that you do, because of the underlying meanings you're giving to your experience of life. And you go, okay, well, what determines the meanings that are given in that moment? Like, why is the AI giving those meanings and not other meanings? Because the AI has free will, but we need to try and understand why. And the answer is because the experiences that the AI robot has been through is what shapes the path of the meaning that they would give. So maybe in the early years of the AI or childhood, maybe someone pointed at the AI many times, shamed them, and the AI in that moment gave the meaning that my face is silly. And because of that, people reject me, people laugh at me, they push me away, it makes me unlovable, it makes me not good enough. So those are the stored meanings, beliefs that the AI has. And in the moment now, when someone would point at the AI and point at it, the reason the AI would feel the way that it does is because of those stored meanings or beliefs that it has in its system. And that's why the AI would feel the way that it does. So any being, whether it's a computer, robot, AI, or whether it's a human being, follows that same structure of programming, that code, the way that it's running. It's all to do with the meanings that you give to everything, especially yourself. The meaning you give about yourself in the experiences that you have in your life is the determining factor of making you feel the way that you do. That doesn't mean other people don't play a role and they're let off and it's all your fault. That's not what I'm saying. I'm explaining to you how you mechanically work. The reason why that is so important is because it gives you power. It makes you go, oh, okay, if I discover the meanings that I'm giving, then I'm not going to be so powerless. I will be more powerful because I'm understanding myself more. That doesn't mean no one is accountable for the role that they play in my wounds and the reality that I'm having and how bad it is. But this is how human beings work. This isn't about blaming you. This is about understanding how you work. The meanings that you're giving to experiences in your life doesn't necessarily mean it's in the moment where someone says something to you. It could be the meaning you're giving from having a thought, from seeing something on social media or watching something on TV, from not doing something that you wanted to do or doing something that you didn't want to do. It literally every possibility and why you feel the way you do is because of the underlying meaning that you're giving. And 95% of all of this that's happening is what you are unconscious of. The meanings are your beliefs. The belief that I'm not good enough is the meaning that you gave through so many experiences in your life, which is now your perspective of reality. And because everything that you do, whether it's speak to someone, have a thought, watch social media, watch a movie, go for a run, no matter what it is, and you are feeling terrible, is because the beliefs, the core beliefs that you have about yourself that you are unconscious of is continuously firing off. So the goal is to understand, discover that meaning and understand it, where it originated from, where it came from. The reason your nervous system is continuously in survival is because you're not aware of what's being fired off unconsciously to you. So you can do as many meditation apps and affirmations as you want. You're never going to get to resolution because it's not about just how I do things and, oh, okay, I need to sit down. And even if I'm not meditating in the right way, it's not going to work. If I'm not doing breath work for the reasons why I actually need to and get to that awareness, and I'm constantly programmed by society to avoid and ignore all thoughts and the critic's really bad and I need to push that part of myself away, you're not going to get to resolution. Resolution requires awareness. You have to learn how you work mechanically. The reason you're stuck in survival mode is because of the unconscious core beliefs that you have, which are the meanings that you have given to all experiences in your life that you are unconscious of. And regulating your nervous system isn't to do one thing, it's to do many things and to have awareness to that. Your triggers are the communication to the meanings, to the beliefs that you hold that are trying to get your attention. But society has taught you to ignore them and push them away. That is the main reason why you're still stuck. I do what I do because I go through this stuff and I realize how important it is. So I try to create things like this video because I wish I understood this stuff sooner. I'm going to put a few links in the description that will help you get out of this survival state so you can find your peace and your confidence and you can be who you came here to be. There are things for people at different levels. Check them out. I'll see you in the next video.